gonna go in with a million defensemen and
Oh man,
just repetition
yeah.
everywhere.
I mean,
They have
I
no idea what they don't have any idea. I'm just thinking that people don't want Casey Mittelstadt.
yeah,
They don't really want to trade Zacha for what they're afraid to or whatever.
they're afraid
Like I
to.
just think they're in middle ground. I really do. I don't missing Lohrei like they Sweeney probably, but maybe he should, and you're not getting the return maybe, and I just think that it's going to be stand pat. I do. I really do. And you're almost on the run it back thing. Like it's real
Yeah,
close.
yeah. So I was thinking about that while you were talking about the moves they made, and the run it back part does. I mean, other than Peterka and Clifton and Borgen, I guess. Yeah, same team.
Yeah.
And I guess Korpisalo too. So they made 3 moves.
Yeah.
We'll call it 3 because the Clifton move, I'm not going to count that because I refuse to count that.
No, that's not a move. That's a depth piece. Like especially when they get Borgen right after it.
Yeah, like
it's just a depth piece.
Sure, like he'll probably play, but it's just because Sturm hates Yoki Hayu's guts for some reason.
Yeah, he does. But we're gonna keep him on the team.
And I don't know where Lohrei is going to play either now.
I don't know.
Someone's going to play there in the first 6 games. If they got Connor Clifton and signed him to a 2-year deal because McAvoy was suspended for the first 6 games, I'm going to lose my shit. Like if Clifton ends up getting scratched for like 75 games,
yeah,
after
a 2-year deal,
back, I'm going to lose my fucking mind. I will.
Yeah, it's like Alex Steves all over again. Like sign him a 2-year deal and then scratch him 23 times, whatever it was. Like, great.
Yeah,
I don't. I just think it would have happened already. Like nothing ever happens in August. Like nothing. Like nothing.
No.
Like nothing. It's such a dead spot in the NHL season. So maybe training camp, but I don't know. I have to look back. Do they make trades in training in September? I don't think so. Like now you're joining a team.
Yeah,
right at the start of camp.
I feel like before camp, maybe things will heat up a little bit. Maybe the week before camp, like people are starting to be like, "Oh, I haven't signed on anywhere. I don't have an invite. I'm looking for a place to play." Maybe that gets some moves happening, or maybe people end up getting hurt over the course of the summer. I don't know. Connor Bedard got hurt working out over the summer.
He did.
So maybe some things happen, but I would be surprised, honestly, if the Bruins did anything else.
It's going to be, and I don't know what's going to happen after that. If there's people are going to get waived, or it's just there's a lot of defensemen, and I hope Higgins has some room to play. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't. It's really basically Arvidsson for Peterka and Borgen for Peeke. And DiPietro for Korpisalo. That's really all it is.
Yeah,
it's really all it is. So now, if Higgins jumps in there full time, then I'd be okay with it. If Poitras finds a way to get in there full time, then maybe that's what they're trying to do. But the Poitras thing is another thing that just is a mystery to me. Like qualifying offer expires, no idea what's happening with them. There seems to be no talk about any type of riff or anything, but there has to be a little bit of a fucking, I don't know, wall in between the two of them. There has to be something going on there.
Yeah, why is he not signed?
Yeah,
if there wasn't a rift, he would be signed already.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not like they're hashing out like a Jason Robertson multi-million-dollar multi-year deal or something like that. Or talking about offer sheets or trading him to this place or that place.
Yeah,
like that's not happening.
No,
the Bruins have his rights.
Yes,
so they should be able to hammer out a deal, and I think he's probably holding out because he doesn't want to be here.
He says, like, Alex Steve's got 2 years.
Yeah.
1.67. Why what at $900,000 again?
Yeah.
Again, you told me the other thing, and I did it all. Like, I've done everything, and other guys are getting these 2-year deals. Then why am I getting offered another 1-year deal? Another friggin', you know what I mean? So I'm kind of with him on it.
Oh, I'm 100%. I'm 100% on Poitras' side in this thing.
Yeah, send me somewhere. All right, Seven Chirps is brought to you by Lops Brewing, a brewery and tasting room in downtown Woonsocket, Rhode Island, specializing in small batch ales and lagers. Open 7 days a week. Use the coupon code SPORTS to get 10% off your online order. At lopsbrewing.com. Follow them at Lops Brewing for new beers and events on social media. Trip 1, Patrice Bergeron jersey retirement will be December 1st versus the Colorado Avalanche. Idol of Bergeron growing up. So here it is, December 1st, like a Tuesday night against Colorado.
Yeah, the Tuesday night thing is a little weird to me.
Yeah.
It's a little weird to me. I don't know. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't do it on a Saturday.
Mhm.
My only thought about why they're not doing it on a weekend is because people go to the games usually on weekends.
Mhm.
And
Right. That's
Tuesday-
sold out.
and a Tuesday night might be a little more difficult to get people to go in there.
Yeah.
Now, it's Colorado, so that in and of itself should get fans into the building. And now you tack on the Bergeron thing, the place will be banged out, obviously. But I don't know why you do it on a Tuesday night. I really don't. But you know, maybe he had, fucking, unnecessary, whatever penalty box pucks with Nesson on fucking Thursday and with Tuukka Rask and whatever. I mean, I don't even know what the show's called, but maybe he's doing the Nesson thing, like some of those.
Yeah, what is it?
I have no idea.
Unobstructed view. Is that what?
Oh, is that what it is? All right, fine. Unobstructed views with Patrice Bergeron, Tuukka Rask, and
which is a bullface lie because
who's the other guy? Who's the other guy on it?
It's Ray Croft.
Oh, Ray Croft. That's right.
Yeah, but it's not unobstructed. Like we're unobstructed. We're an example of unobstructed.
Yeah,
that's not unobstructed.
No, that's
nice shot. Ooh.
That's a team. That's a team viewpoint. There's nothing unobstructed about that.
Unobstructed. We're all unobstructed.
Yeah, that's being fed what you need to say.
Yeah,
or know enough. And I think all those guys are smart enough to know, like, Nesson is buttering their bread, so they have to be polite about the team. Not that they would criticize it anyways, really. I think Bergeron's not really he's not going to be too wild with his criticisms about the Bruins and
anyway, like, look, I love Bergeron, but I wouldn't call him a charismatic personality.
No, and Tuukka's there for a good time. Like, Tuukka's the personality of the group, and then
he actually is.
He is absolutely he is.
Yeah.
And then Ray Croft is just, he's the guy who's kind of holding it together because he has some broadcasting experience. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean, that's a big fat whatever to me as well.
Yeah. I mean, but overall, good for Patrice Bergeron. Obviously, well deserved. One of the best two-way forwards in the history of the game, if not the best. And sure, it's happening sooner rather than later, which it should. So good for him.
Breaking news, breaker 19. Breaking news.
Did we just sign somebody?
No. Well, they hired someone, Trent Whitfield, the Providence Bruins, as Mark Diver has said on X today. He was an assistant coach for 10 seasons and has earned his keep to be he's also a former team captain of them.
Trent Whitfield, who was the assistant coach, is now the head coach. That's what you're saying.
He's now the head coach.
Yeah. So
any type.
Yeah, I mean, the whole. Sweeney's brought it up when he talked about Whitfield at the press conference about, like, blowing smoke up Mujanel's ass, like, on his way out of town. It's what you expected to happen. Like, anybody that follows this team closely enough would have said Trent Whitfield will get that job.
Right.
And he did, which is what everybody expected to happen.
Yeah, I mean, he did. Yeah.
So, Mark Diver knew it as soon as Mujanel left. He's like, Whitfield's going to get the job. He was right, of course, because he follows it closely. We follow it closely. We said, yeah, he's probably right. Yeah. That's what happened.
That's what happened. It's not, it's pretty predictable.
They're very predictable, which is why, when Connor talks about these creative things that the general manager can do to help the Bruins, whether it's with contracts or with the salary cap or making a move and gaining assets from it, it's never going to happen because this front office is so predictable.
It is.
And so set in their ways and not
risk averse.
absolutely risk averse.
Yeah.
Not willing to, like I've said a million times, they dip a toe in. They're a toe dipping fucking front office. And that's what you get from them.
The toe dippers.
Yeah, you get ooh, is the water cold? Ooh. And then they fucking pull back.
Yeah.
And then somebody else swoops in and signs Jerome McGinley.
Yeah.
Even though you thought you had him signed, Sweens.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you fucking dip your toe in.
Yeah.
If you aggressively go after somebody one time, you might actually sign them. Yeah. And I think they did that with Elias Lindholm. So congratulations.
They did. Another one we said,
they didn't dip their toe in. They went right after him because they were scouting him for fucking years and years and years.
Right after him.
And
it was borderline fucking tampering. It was but no one cared.
It was borderline
like no one told on them.
No.
Because no one wanted them. So like they could tamper the fuck out of them.
Yeah, Vancouver was like, "Can you call him again, please?"
Yeah, call him, please.
Jesus
call
Christ.
him. Please call him. He's waiting by the phone. Yeah.
Somebody get him off my team.
With his Bergeron shirt on. Ready to go. Chirp 2, since 2017-18, 4 Bruins have scored 100-plus goals for the team. David Pastrnak, Patrice Bergeron, Brad Marchand, and Jake DeBrusk. If you are struggling for impactful players, do you consider bringing back this former Bruin, which is what they typically...
It is what they typically do. And, I've heard some people that I respect on X say they would welcome DeBrusk back and he's better than what they have and blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't know. Like, if you were going to trade Casey Mittelstadt for Jake DeBrusk, would you do that? I wouldn't, because I want the 1 year of Mittelstadt and then I want that money. I don't want Jake DeBrusk contract,
better, in my opinion.
With as an albatross over my head for the next, 5 or whatever years it is left.
Right.
So no thanks. Like,
right.
I'm all set with DeBrusk. He's so ridiculously streaky.
He is.
More so than Morgan Geekie, even, I think.
Yeah, I would say so too. Well, Morgan Geekie scores more goals.
And yes.
Yeah.
And so that was my point. Like, I would give me Morgan Geekie at 5.5 or whatever he makes, or 6.5, whatever it is. Yeah. Like, I'd rather take that than Jake DeBrusk again. I would. Mm-hmm. So as much as I'm happy that he scored some big goals here, and he was always pretty good in the playoffs, which I appreciated. I'm all set with Jake. Like, I'm not sure he still loves playing hockey anymore.
Yeah, that's the other thing. We said it about Frederick too. Like, not sure exactly how much he loves it. Like night to night, like in the playoffs, but night to night, it's like, do you want to manage that again? And I don't know how he feels about Boston. It might have just been Cassidy. I don't know how he feels about management. I don't know. I don't know that thing. If he'd consider coming back, probably not. He likes being on the Pacific Northwest or whatever.
I think so.
Like, maybe that's where he grew up in Edmonton. Like, maybe that's where he wants to be, is out there.
Yeah.
And that's be in Alberta, whatever.
I wonder if Sturm might be a little too direct for him too.
Well, that's another thing, is that Sturm is not Cassidy, but he's still direct. Like, he's probably not,
he seems like direct, but in a warmer way, kind of.
Yeah.
Like direct, but with an explanation, where I don't think Cassidy had the explanation part of it.
Right.
Which, I mean, I don't know if Jake would respect that or not, but
I don't know.
I don't know how. So that's just another piece of it. How would he react to the coach? And is that something you really want to worry about? I don't want to. I want guys who are going to be competitive, who don't care if they're coached hard. Like, that's the kind of guy I would want on the team. Like, coach my ass off, coach me hard, and hold me accountable. Like, I want accountability across the board. And if guys aren't playing well, I want the coach to hold them accountable, whether that's with ice time or yelling at them or whatever it is. Like, give me guys who fucking compete. Like, that's what I want on the team. That's what I want the Bruins to be about. Compete.
Right. And I think you have it right. Like, it comes down to Mittelstadt, left wing. Like, that's kind of what it would be.
Yeah.
Because you hope Hagens has a spot.
Sure.
He better have a and Peterka has a spot. So it really comes down to Mittelstadt or DeBrusk. It's a good... Mittelstadt has one more. DeBrusk has, 3 or whatever?
3 or 4, I think.
So, yeah, I'm with you on that one. It's not that I don't like DeBrusk, because there were times where I really liked DeBrusk.
Sure.
And but there were other times where I was like, okay, enough already. So um, I don't think that's the. Uh, so all right, chirp three. Peter Chiarelli. There was a stat going on X where they kind of look at the GM and their moves. Um, I find it interesting with Chiarelli. There's a lot of credit for putting together the pieces to that team, some of the pieces to that team in 2011. Of course, Jeff Gorton does too, obviously.
Mhm.
Um, but Shirelli does too. And he had, of course, look, I take out the number one picks. I mean,
Yeah.
Connor McDavid, my daughter would pick Connor McDavid. You know what I mean? Like Tyler,
Yeah.
like that's it. You know what I mean? Um, but there are some other good ones in there. Like Matt Grizzli's a nice third round pick.
Sure.
Stuart Skinner's a nice third round pick.
Mhm.
John Marino, sixth round. Danton Heinen's a nice pick at round four. I don't want him back on my hockey team, but fine.
No.
Ryan Donato scored 30 goals in the league, second round.
Mhm.
So there's been some good picks for Shirelli there. In the draft log, of course, Zach Ham, you know,
Yeah, I
not
mean,
fantastic.
yeah.
Jordan Caron. It's not fantastic.
Yeah, I mean,
But
as much as he's had some hits and, he's had some misses as well. So,
oh, he has.
but I mean, that's anybody, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
That's
yeah,
but
you
what I like
give him
though, what I
Connor
like about
McDavid.
this
Yeah.
this 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 chart is looking at like the where they draft from, like European,
Mhm.
Canadian,
Mhm.
and I find those types of things interesting because there was a time when Sweeney just completely didn't look at OHL Canadian hockey players.
Yeah.
Like that was just that's it. We're not doing that anymore. And
Mhm.
there was a time when there's no Russians. Lately they have been, but there
Yeah.
was a time with no Russians. So, but again, we've talked about their scouting and how they really whittle it down. Um, and you can. My argument has always been with Sweeney is that with the pass core, he did a pretty good job. Some would say a really good job. But now, as far as building a roster, he's never done it, and I don't think he knows how to do it. And I think that that's really what the overall issue is, and where he will finally teeter out is that he's buying time now. He got to the playoffs by a miracle. Um, this year is not cutting time. This year is like, don't make the playoffs, then you really have to wonder like what's going on with their development.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens, this season because I think they're gonna regress. So, it'll be interesting to see if he really is on the hot seat or not, or if
Hmm.
the Jacobs family um,
Yeah, I mean it's
doesn't
going to
really
be
pay attention to that stuff. I don't know. Like, you guys have kinda convinced me that he's on the hot seat, so I'll go along with that.
mm,
But, down deep in my gut, I'm like, they really don't care all that much.
yeah.
So, I don't know if he really is. I hope so, 'cause I really would like somebody in here that's gonna be a little bolder, that's gonna make some tough decisions and hard
Mm,
decisions that
mm,
turn the team around, because that's what I'd like to see. I'd like to see the Bruins be good and make deep playoff runs for a long time. Like, that's ultimately what I want. So,
right.
however we need to get there, let's get there.
Mm,
Whether that's getting rid of Sweeney and Neely or, gassing the whole front office, I don't care.
mm,
I really don't care how we do it, but
yeah.
I wanna get to that place where the Bruins are a perennial contender.
Yeah.
'Cause
Right.
that's what I
Right.
wanna watch. I wanna watch deep playoff runs from the Boston Bruins.
It really could be come down to that. This is kind of the start of a restructuring that kind of. We talked about how he's 60 next month, so
Yeah.
it could be like I don't see Sweeney getting fired by the Bruins. I see him getting reassigned or bumped up or something of that effect.
He's gonna get Eyssimont.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think he's going to get completely fired from the team. It's just
Yeah.
too much. Neely connection. He's a
Yeah.
former Bruin, played 1,000+
That would
games.
make
Like it's
me
just that
feel
whole
too
thing.
good if he
Yeah,
got fired,
right,
I think.
right. I
So
don't think that's going to happen.
I think the people in the Bruins organization are against that because that would make me, like, legitimately happy. So I think they would be against that.
To me, it could be why he was okay with Kevin Adams, you know, coming
Coming on
here.
board?
Is that maybe he's 2 or 3 years away from saying, you know what, I'm going to move up to consulting of whatever the fuck.
Assistant to the general manager.
Assistant to the assistant to the assistant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The old Dwight Schrute job.
Yeah.
The assistant general manager.
The assistant. All right, chirp 4. Georgii Merkulov. Remember him?
Sure,
he
Merk.
went to the Colorado Avalanche, signed Georgii Merkulov, finally out of his misery here in Providence/Boston. Had a really, I mean, he's the all-time leading scorer in fucking Providence Bruins history.
Amazing.
Got about 6 minutes of fucking shift, 6 minutes a game, rather.
With the Bruins, yeah.
It's Colorado taking a chance on Lysell and Merkulov, which is kind of funny. I don't know what kind of spots they'll have on a really talented team, or what, they might just play for the Colorado Eagles for a year, but change the scenery and a chance for something else, I guess, for those two.
Yeah, I mean, I think Lysell has more NHL upside than Merkulov has. I think Merkulov has skills, but I think he's a 4A guy because I just don't think he skates well enough for the NHL. I really don't. Like, he seemed to me to be a guy that, when you watched him in scrimmages or in games, he just couldn't separate with the puck. Like, people caught him all the time. Like, and he wasn't crafty enough, and he's not big enough to protect the puck. So, he can't really function, I don't think, at the NHL level because he's just kind of an in-between guy. Lysell, I think, has the speed and some game-breaking ability and a shot that plays at the NHL level. Whether Colorado gives him a chance or he earns a chance there, I don't know. But I think he has a chance to be a legit NHL player. I do.
Well, the problem becomes, and the same with Poitras, Lysell's skill set, he has to be a top 6 guy. Like, you're not going to put him in the 4th line. So he has to be a top 6 guy. It kind of limits him. So he has to produce as a top 6 player. Can he do that? I don't know. And then Merkulov, like you said, is the same thing. Now, he could have been a 3rd liner or more because he's probably a little bit more of a well-rounded game. But he reminded me of Studnicka because Studnicka was the same thing. People catching up to him, lifting the puck from him. He's not able to win many board battles. He's not able to possess it a lot. He could make a play in space, but how much could he get that space? And he just didn't get it a lot. And so I'm with you. I think Lysell might still have a chance. Still young.
Yeah.
Merkulov's an older guy. He's 25. I mean, he was a college player, and he's older. So I think the kind of ship might be sailing for Merkulov, but maybe Lysell gets a chance. It's just going to be really hard for him to get. Like, you can't put Lysell in the 4th line in Colorado.
No.
Like, that's just not going to work. So, and can he get a top 6 role on that team? I don't think so, unless someone gets hurt. So, but yeah, at least, you know what? At least we don't have to talk about them anymore. You know what I mean?
It's true.
It's just
that is a plus.
It was the elephant in the room. Like, okay, what's up with Lysell? And people get just more and more irritated. And he would get more and more irritated.
I'm not sure unless Hagens, for some stupid reason, ends up down there. I'm not sure we have to talk about Providence much at all next year.
That's the thing. I mean,
because they're going
last year we didn't
suck.
Yes.
They are going to blow.
Terrible.
Yeah.
But last year it got to the point where we stopped talking because no one was going to get a chance.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's part of it too. Why talk about guys that are in Providence when the guys in Providence aren't going to end up on the Boston Bruins? So it doesn't make a difference.
That's a different
You talk about those guys until you're blue in the face.
Yeah.
It's almost like they're an independent league team.
Yeah, right.
They might as well be the Jacksonville fucking
Alligators. Feel disconnected.
Yeah.
I've said this before. I'm a fan of the Boston Bruins. So if no one's connected to the Bruins on the Providence Bruins, then I don't have any reason to watch them.
Right.
I'm not a fan of that team of those players. I'm a fan of the Bruins and who they developed to bring here.
Right.
So it's kind of out of sight, out of mind. If there's a bunch of just a Brendan Gauntz is there, then
I mean, no
offense to him, but I want to watch it.
And it's why I think the Bruins have kind of missed the boat on the whole development thing. Like I don't think they understand clearly enough why people follow the Providence Bruins, like why they follow that team. And it's to watch the future stars of tomorrow play and succeed and then come to the Bruins. Like, that's what they want to see. That's why people go to the games. Like, it might be a little different, for Providence Bruins for hockey. Might want to see fights and whatever because it's minor league hockey.
Element to it, yeah.
But like when there were big stars coming up with the Red Sox, like you didn't care if the Pawtucket Red Sox won. You wanted to see Nomar, or you wanted to see Mo Vaughn, or you wanted to see Roman Anthony, or like you didn't give a shit about the actual results of the team. No, you just wanted to see the players. And that's how it is with the Providence Bruins. And they don't understand it for whatever reason.
I don't know.
They're like trying to win Calder Cups. Like just play the Lysells and the Poitras and the,
where they should be. Yeah.
Play those guys. Yeah. Like that's what fans are interested in. Like they want to see Matt Poitras have a nice assist and Fabian Lysell get a hat trick. Like that's what they care about. It's not whether, Trent Brown or Patrick Brown or fucking Encyclopedia Brown. Like it's like
Connor Brown.
Great. Connor Brown, Encyclopedia Brown. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what those guys do. No one cares.
Yeah.
Except for their family and their pets.
Yeah.
No one cares.
Yeah. And the Bruins care about their families and their pets as well.
They do.
Chirp 5, Jason Robertson gets 1 year, $12 million. Is it a Bridgie thing or just a small delay to see if it works next year?
No, that's a Bridgie. He's gonna. That's a wink handshake.
Yeah.
Moving on. Deal for Robertson. He's gonna re-sign in Dallas for a big number. Yeah. I believe Dallas next season has like $47 million in change in cap space.
Okay.
They have a bunch of UFAs. So there's probably going to be some guys that they let go, but Jason Robertson isn't going to be one of them. He's going to be back.
He's going to be like a $16 million a year.
Probably. He's going to be in that neighborhood, 15, 16 mil.
Yeah.
And he'll be back with Dallas for a long time.
I saw a little bit of something today about the Ducks maybe looking to sign Cutter Gauthier. To like a 16,
17. I heard that too. Yeah.
So that could happen too. So, hey, the more it happens, cheaper and cheaper, less expensive.
Yeah.
Morgan Geekie does too. Christ, he's making 5.5, scoring 42 goals.
Yeah.
Probably
kicking himself now.
Hey, probably. How about a Trip 6? Is Dan's Lushmelis, is he still on the radar? I saw today that people were talking about how he's all the rage. I forgot he was in the program, to be honest with you.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me. Whenever you see somebody on X, people that follow the team pretty religiously follow the team. I have not seen one person.
Yeah. Of substance.
Yes, of substance. Not one person.
Right.
With Lushmelis on the opening night Bruins roster. Not one.
No.
So I don't know where that comes from.
Yeah.
Like there might not be a spot for James Higgins, and you think Lushmelis is going to go in there and just like, here I am, fucking Mr. Latvia
with his prepared shoulder that still needs like 2 weeks to go.
I don't understand sometimes where people, I want to be nice about this, where people like kind of get those takes from. Well, I'll leave it at that.
I know. I
just
short sleeve.
I don't understand where that stuff comes from. I really don't.
Yeah, he had surgery on his shoulder, like major surgery.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going to be out until
like the beginning of the year.
Yeah,
to like first of the year or something, or December, like out for a while, and he hasn't played obviously for a while, so he's not going to get. And I'll be honest with you, his name slipped my mind. I was putting together like prospect lists and things, and it kind of went out of my mind for a bit. So I just, I don't know who said, I don't know. I think there's probably other podcasters, there's a ton of Bruins, every week I see a new Bruins podcast, hop, show up.
Sure.
And they come up with something,
maybe that's what we need to do. Maybe we need to just start throwing some shit out there.
Yeah, just come up with shit. Maybe we could speak some. We have spoken a few things into existence. Maybe we should keep trying that. I mean, maybe
some wild shit. We just start saying wild shit.
Just wild.
I mean, it works for Pat McAfee. They fired fucking all of ESPN.
Yeah,
and they're giving him $60 million.
$60 million a year.
I told Connor that we need new agents because I would do it for 2/60th of
Oh my God, yeah.
of what McAfee is.
Oh my God, yeah. Give me like $100,000, $200,000 a year, and I'll do that fucking thing.
No, I'm holding out for $1 million.
Oh, you're going $1 million. You're going $1 million.
2/60th. So you get $1 million, I get $1 million.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hop on with your agent.
Yeah, we'll dip our toes in to ESPN.
We'll even call the show the Toe Dippers. I don't give a shit. Just give us $1 million. We'll do it. Yeah. And we'll get to the McAfee thing in a minute. But,
give us a platform.
We'll get to it in a minute, but quickly, I don't mind the McAfee show. Like I've watched it a few times, and it's fairly entertaining.
It is fairly entertaining,
and they do. And they talk about some things. They give you some stats, some info, some data, and things. You learn some things on that show. Then it's a little bit of goofy fucking college dorm stuff, but there's also some pretty good stuff. So it is entertaining. I get it. And if you want to give them $10 million a year, I wouldn't scoff at it. But $60 million a year, I don't understand how a show on the TV and the radio and wherever else it is can be that valuable to give that kind of money. I just don't. I don't understand it. I'll never understand it.
Well, look, I mean, I don't either, because that's just silly money.
Yeah.
But I like it much better than Stephen A's show. I like it much better than all those other dumb shows they have in the morning.
Yeah.
That I don't watch. So, and I have watched McAfee a little bit. So I do like that better than some of the alternative programming they have. So yeah, it's a little bit entertaining. He's a personality. And the show must be doing well enough that they're traveling around, they're giving money away with the kicks and, so the advertising has to be pretty good for that thing. So he must be making the money, and good for him, and good for them, I guess. Yeah. But
how much does a show have to make to be able to justify giving a guy $60 million?
Well,
he must be making $150 million a year on the thing.
I mean, if he's getting 60, what are those guys that are always on the show? What are they getting?
They get at least six figures. Yeah,
I would hope
AJ
so.
Hawk and those guys.
Well, like
$1 million,
$2 million. If McAfee was getting 60, and I'm a guy on that show every single day with him, and I'm getting like $150,000, I'm fucking pissed.
Yeah, I'm changing agents. I'm
I gotta have. I mean, I know it's not the Tyler Smith show or whatever, but like I should be getting $1 million.
Yes.
Like if I'm on that show,
yeah,
I'm contributing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like I should be getting
because Pat couldn't do the thing himself. Like if it was just Pat by himself, it's just not as entertaining.
It's not the same show. So
it all comes together.
I hope he's taking care of his guys, is all I'll say about it.
And I heard that he is. I heard that he gives guys like money out of his pocket and stuff.
Good.
Which he has enough of it, but it is good because he doesn't have to. So but it is good that he does that. So he does probably supplement. They might get $1 million, like AJ Hawk might get $1 million, and maybe he gets, $1.5 million because McAfee gives him, whatever, $500,000. So who knows? But it's really, I don't know what that whole phenomenon of paying Stephen A. $20 million and this guy $60 million is just unbelievable. I don't understand it. I don't.
No,
I probably never will.
No.
Trip 7 is David Pastrnak, a top 5 player in Bruins history right now.
Yes.
I believe so too. Like if you have Orr and Bork and Esposito, I think are definitely the top 3 are in that discussion. And then you get into the, is it Busick?
Well, there's Bergeron.
Bergeron, Busick, Bergeron, and then Pastrnak.
Right now, maybe not right now. Maybe not right now.
I mean, I guess it's how much value put into Busick's career. Obviously, a really great player at the time, different time. Who knows? I don't know. Because
there's Orr, Bork, Esposito, Bergeron, Neely, Marchand, Chara.
Yeah. See, I think Pastrnak is more than even Neely. Like I think Pastrnak. I think Pastrnak is probably just about past even Neely. And I would argue that maybe, you know, maybe the Bergeron thing. See, the thing about the Bergeron thing, yes, unbelievable two-way player, but he wasn't a point per game player, and he had like 70 points like 3 times in his career.
I know.
So it's yes, love Bergeron, one of the real great players in the history of the Bruins. I could see how fans who aren't Bruins fans would say, let's pump the brakes a little on Bergeron. I could see that. Just
Sure.
because if you look at the stats, you look at it all and you say, well, yeah, Selke and all that stuff, but how much do you really grade that? How much worth do you give to that? And he wasn't really a huge point getter. And I get all that too. So to me, Pastrnak being above a point per game player and a point per game player in the playoffs, to me, carries enough value to slightly bump him over. I just do. I just
Okay.
think so. I do. And no knock on Bergeron because he had his greatness in what he did. And it's not all about points, and I get that, but it has to be some about points.
Yeah, I mean, it comes
You
down
know,
to what you
production.
value. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, Bergeron probably one of the
Nifty
we
in
just
it
said it,
too.
one
Yeah.
of the best two-way forwards of all time.
Right.
So to me, that puts him above Pastrnak for now.
Yes.
Yeah, and he has a cup, which Pastrnak doesn't have.
Right. And Nifty is a good call. Middleton was my favorite player when I was
Yeah.
young. Absolute. And in this league now, Middleton would be
Oh my God.
unbelievable. Middleton would be incredible. Like he would be up there with the Kaprizovs and those guys. He'd be making 16, 17 million a year.
Absolutely.
So he was outstanding too.
Yeah, I think right now at this moment, I think Pastrnak is more like top 10, top 8. And I think if you give him a couple more seasons, he climbs into the top 5. And
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to end up if he stays here. And that's a big if. It's a big if. If he stays here, I think he ends up as the highest scoring Bruins player, goal scorer.
Yeah, goal scorer, and forward for sure.
Yeah.
And but yeah, Pastrnak if he stays, that's a real. I'm just interested to see if he'll stay and how long he plays because he could play a long time. He's just turning 30.
Yeah.
So he could play a long time. Some of these guys, 37. Patrick Kane's 37, just signed a deal for 2 years. So he could play another 8 years anyway.
Sure.
So if it's all with the Bruins, that really becomes an interesting discussion with Busick and Espo and Nifty and those guys. Like, is he the best forward ever? Is he? He could be. I mean, but a cup is important. Bruins 1970, as you say.
Yeah.
If he wins a cup, then that makes the argument even better.
Yeah.
Because people rely on that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get to some comments here. If I can actually make this happen, I have no idea how to do this. So let's see what happens. Here we go. All the way back. The time change is throwing me off. Yeah, you know what? I got to pick up my daughter at the bus station tonight at 10:30. So and I was at basketball camp until this afternoon. So I had to squeeze this one right in here. We're gonna see what it's like. Some people like 9 o'clock. I'm not sure. Some people always tell us, "Hey, we couldn't make it, but we saw it later."
Mm-hmm.
So we're just playing with it a little bit. It's the summer, so we're playing with it. Hockey Talk says it's better. I'm just glad I didn't forget this time. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
This is the 9 o'clock start because the kids are in bed around 9, so that's good. Yeah, I mean, I could see how that would be. Borgen is the big top 4 addition on D, in my opinion. We needed either one LD or two RD upgrade, and instead gave up significant assets for a very marginal improvement. What's the plan? Doubt they start Brunei 1 LD. Well, Brunei is the thing that scares me now. We just talked about how they have 10 defensemen. Sweeney has talked that guy up, and then keeps adding defensemen. So I'm afraid that we're going to have this, well, he's not quite ready in training camp thing. And again, what are we doing? Like, we're going to sign Jonathan Aspro for a couple more years and block Frederick Brunet. Like, I don't know. I don't know what's happening there, but I'm hoping Brunet gets a real fair chance.
I would like to see that. I would like to see him get a fair chance because I think he could help this team. I do.
Yeah.
I think he's a pretty good two-way defenseman already. So,
Yeah.
I think he can add a little offensively, which they could certainly use more than Aspero, more than obviously Peeke and Clifton. So, I think that's a guy who deserves a chance. Do I think he'll get one? No, I do not. I think he will.
No, I don't. I don't see him on the roster.
I think he's going to end up on the Providence Bruins. I really do.
Fucking word. Like
and I'm gonna hate it, and I'll probably be clamoring for him. Few games into the season when Connor Clifton does something stupid again. But
do you think Frederick Bernier would hate it?
Yeah, I think he would hate it.
That's what I'm saying. Is like, how many players are going to piss off? Like, how many players?
All of them. Because
piss them all off.
I mean, that's their MO. Like, that's what they do. You go down to Providence and you fucking die there.
Mm-hmm.
You die there.
Yeah. Trent Whitfield, baby. Look, they blew out the roster. They fire Muggenel or whatever. Who knows?
Muggenel left
move on
to pursue other opportunities.
To the Vancouver Canucks.
Yeah.
And
NHL
now,
job, though. Good for Moose.
NHL job. And now, Evan Gold's gone, the GM of that thing.
Yeah.
So it's all brand new. Okay?
Yeah.
And then Trent Whitfield, who's been there 10 years. How's it like what is Trent Whitfield's style? Is he implementing what Sturm does in the parent team? Like,
I fucking hope so. Can we have a little cohesion? Can we have a little cohesiveness?
I hate the argument when someone comes up and they're like, boy, he wasn't really ready to play the fucking system. Well, what were you doing in Providence, dude? Like, what were they doing down there? Not playing the system?
Playing an entirely different system. Because
Higgins gets his 6 games.
They're trying to win games.
Higgins gets his 6 games or whatever it was down in Providence and didn't learn any of the fucking system. So when he comes up and say, well, geez, it's about the system. Well, if it's about the system, why don't you put the system in Providence?
Yeah.
Why don't you talk to Sturm about other guys who believe in his philosophy?
Yeah.
And why don't you have one of those guys take the Providence job? Then there's some cohesion. Instead of Trent Whitfield, it's like another lifetime achievement award. For these people who just grind and grind and grind, and now we're going to give him a chance. Well, that doesn't mean he's going to do a good job at it. It doesn't. And maybe he will. I don't know. But I'd like them to fucking tie the thing together a little and develop players.
Yeah, I mean, I think they are tying it together because it's like organizational fucking awareness or something. Yeah. Like everybody knows what they're doing. Everybody's been here. Everybody knows the Bruins way. So, I don't know. I everybody thought it was going to happen. It did. But I don't love it, honestly, because I would rather, like Matt said, I would rather have it be a Sturm guy. I would rather have it be a guy who knows Sturm's system and is ready to teach that to the people in Providence so that when they come up to Boston, they can hit the ground running rather than have a learning curve or play 2 shifts and then get benched because they're not living up to expectations. So that's what I'd like to see. I'd like to see a little organizational revamp, but I've wanted that for 3 years. And here we are.
Not coming down the pipe here. Adrian, evening, boys and other friends. Evening, Adrian. Nice to see you on here.
Evening.
Victoria says, but at least Korpi is gone. Marks the season as a success for the Harvard man. Here's the thing. I'm just going to throw it out there. Let's say Michael DiPietro in his first 2 or 3 starts has like a fucking 730 save percentage. Okay. Then was it worth saving the $2 million, with Korpi to trade him? Like, look, I wanted them to kind of get rid of that thing and give DiPietro the a chance. I think he earned it. I think it's kind of silly to have Korpisalo, one of the worst statistical goalies out there, to be the backup. I didn't think it was a major risk. Have someone else take him, great. But if DiPietro shows that he's not really a quality goaltender, then what? Like then,
I mean,
we look back and say, Jesus, we were wrong.
I mean, yeah, we can look back and say we were wrong, but I still think it's the right move. Like I still think
it's
you,
the right
like you get out from under the contract and you give one of your young guys a chance. Whether he succeeds or not is another story. It's the right move.
Yes.
It's what you should do. The problem with it though is not if DiPietro has a 730, should you have kept Korpisalo? Now it's going to be, is he ever going to give? Is he ever going to give the next fucking DiPietro a chance?
Oh, right.
So say the kid from Merrimack is down in Providence and he's lighting the world on fire, and DiPietro had come up and gotten his shot and sucked. Like, is that kid from Merrimack going to get a chance now?
Never gonna
probably
do that
not. Yeah. He's probably not. He's going to be fucking Vladar, or he's going to be Bussy, and he's going to be down there, and he's going to be doing great, and then he's going to go somewhere else. So if he doesn't succeed, that's when you got to. You got to worry. Like, what are they going to do? What are they going to do after that?
I never thought of that. Like, this could be the example of, see, this is why we don't do this thing. You know, this is why we don't do it. So we're never gonna have a young goalie be our backup anymore as long as Sweeney's there. So that's a valid point. This could be like the guinea pig. Like, okay, DiPietro's playing well. We like to do veteran backups. We have forever. Manny Fernandez or whatever. Like, now we're going with Michael DiPietro, an unproven goalie in the league, to come in as the backup, play his 27 games or whatever. And if he fails, it's a very interesting idea that they might say, we're not doing that thing again. And then what happens to all the other goaltenders as we come up the pipeline? It's a valid thing. It really is. It does. So does that mean the second pick Russian guy ever get a fucking chance now?
Well, he's going to stay in Russia.
He just blew that.
He's going to stay. Yeah. He said it's going to be long anyways. It's going to be real long. Like never. Like real long. Jonesy says it would be great to hang 32 from the rafters, preferably while he's still wearing. Oh, God. Oh, boy.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Aki Talk, I think Poitras camp is saying above league minimum plus guaranteed NHL role. True. And Sweeney can't because Mittelstadt's dog. He knows how bad it'll look, though. Interesting debacle. I don't get the Mittelstadt thing because it seems like such an easy, like, trade the guy for a 6th-round pick. It seems like an easy salary dump, give Poitras the chance, sell Mittelstadt for nothing. But I really don't think anybody wants him. I really don't think so.
I think they probably
not at that number.
No, that's what I mean. I think they'd have to eat some money. I think they probably have to eat a couple $1 million.
Right. Now, here's the other thing. Do you eat a couple $1 million, take a 7th-round pick, like do that thing to just give Poitras a chance? I might. Like, now it makes Poitras, maybe he's a $1.5 million player. Now it makes him a $3.5 million player. Fine. And now you give Poitras the chance this year. I think I still do it.
Yeah, because it's only for 1 year.
Yes, 1 year. Yeah.
It's only for 1 year. So, yeah, I would eat a couple $1 million of Mittelstadt's contract and take a 7th-rounder in return to give a spot to Poitras. Sure.
I would do that. I would do that. Shaz Diet says, Poitras, another example of poor asset management. Victoria says, send Poitras to the Colorado Bruins. Shaz Diet, Lysell and Merkulov will be playing that game.
Yeah.
There was a thought that because they used to be the Nordiques.
I think do you think they'll play those guys together or play fucking Lysell with some guys who can play?
I would think it depends. That's the forward group. It's an oldish group.
Yeah.
By December 1st, there could be a couple of guys on the IR or whatever. And then you kind of slide them in there. I don't think they'll play on the same line. But maybe. I don't know. It depends, I think, though, on how banged up they are and what kind of opportunity they're getting.
Yeah.
You have some time, though, to see if they could get a chance. So they might be in the lineup, at least one of them. Mick Rack says, very creative signs, old Bruins retreads as players and coaches. That's what they do. And then Victoria says, Mick Rack, please don't say the R word, meaning retreads, because we hate retreads. We do. No, we can't have 2 wingers on the team with the potential of going 20 games without scoring, meaning DeBrusk and Geekie.
No.
Oh, God. Hockey Talk says Maddie had one of the best descriptions I've ever heard of DeBrusk in a video like 8 months ago. Some athletes don't love the game. They're just really good at it and treat it purely as a job. I think that's true in all sports. I do.
Yes,
I think
absolutely.
there's guys who really don't watch the game. Nomar Garciaparra used to say, I really don't watch other games. He's just really good at that. JD Drew, that some of those guys on that team, I don't think he really loved baseball. He's just really good at it. He was a prodigy.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard other people say that they like other sports better than the sport they ended up playing.
Nomar loves soccer.
Yeah,
somebody
else was like, "Oh, I liked lacrosse much better than baseball, but I was better at baseball, so I played baseball."
It absolutely happens. Not everybody loves it. That's because when they play it, it's a lot of fucking money, so they just do it as a job. It beats working at Subway. Is this the year? Is this the last year of Sweeney's contract? I think it is. Right? He signed a because when they fired
when's Sturm up?
Sturm up? They're in line, right?
Yeah, they're in line.
Sturm is up next year. So
So I think Sweeney has. One more. Sweeney has one more
because they're linked.
Yeah, I believe so.
Biggest sign to me that they can't build a team is their fascination with reacquiring their own bad players. Hockey Talk. Yeah, Stanton Heinen. Back in the list goes on. All the way back to Glenn Murray was a retread. Connor Clifton.
Sean
Kuraly. Oh yeah, it's the Bruin way. It happens quite a bit.
It does.
If Sway is just average, we got a shot at the first pick. Says Bruce
100% true.
We do.
You are absolutely correct.
Yes.
Absolutely correct.
I think getting rid of Neely would make the biggest change overall, but I don't see that happening. He's Harry Sinden, but Neely is older too, so it's just a matter of how long are they going to want to do this. I don't think Neely ever gets fired. I think he's going to be the guy until he kind of moves on.
Mm-hmm.
But they are both like 60 now, so maybe you get closer and closer to being just done. If Poitras can't forces a trade, I think it makes Sweeney's seat even a little warmer, says Hockey Talk, because it will be for nothing. Horrific optics in the wake of Lysell, Merkulov, no matter what happens with him after. Remember when we talked about Poitras, Lohrei, Lysell, Merkulov, and we were like, these guys better pan out. Like, they better pan out, like somebody. And Lohrei-ish. Other than that, you got nothing right now on the board there. So that's pretty bad. And that's pretty bad. Those are your top 2 or 3 prospects from a prospect pool that was terrible. But those were like the 3 guys. And not much.
I'm not sure that you can blame that all on the players either.
No. And people go back and forth. Like people who are straight up the ass of Sweeney would be like, well, they didn't earn a spot. They didn't do what they needed to do. But is it all on the player? Like if 9 players don't work out, is it all 9 players? Like, is it all these? They haven't had a forward other than maybe DeBrusk and like half a season of Frederick to do any fucking thing in 11 years.
Yeah, look, if you look at other guys go other places and have success, that means it was partially the Bruins' fault.
Yeah.
Like
Ryan Donato had a 30-goal season.
Yeah, Ryan Donato had a 30-goal season. So that means
Vetrano scored a bunch of goals.
Yeah, Vetrano, like if those guys go somewhere else and succeed, then it's on the Bruins. At least partially on the Bruins for not giving those guys enough opportunity.
Yeah.
And if it's because they didn't play enough defense or whatever, then you have to look at how the Bruins develop guys and what they value and whether they're valuing the right fucking things when they draft guys. And try to develop them. Like, are they looking at the wrong things? Like I feel like you can teach defense to a certain degree, but you can't teach offense and you can't teach creativity.
No, and the IQ.
So that's why, to me, like trying to force Fabian Lysell to be the next Patrice Bergeron is a huge mistake.
It is.
Like, let the guy play offense, and if he's okay or average defensively, that's a win.
Yeah,
because he can play offense. Like you pay guys who can play offense. You can find guys who fucking check.
Yeah,
they're a dime a dozen.
Of course. I mean, Pastrnak is a good example. I mean, he wasn't a great defensive player at all. They got him to a point where he's good. He's good enough.
Good enough. Yeah.
But the offense is where it's at. Like, it's the same thing in any sport. Like, I
You
could
look,
teach
I
5
mean,
guys to play
yes.
defense in basketball. Like,
You look
you
at
know.
you look at all the top, point scorers. Like those guys aren't great defensive players, generally speaking.
Mm-mm.
They play really good offense,
Right.
and they're adequate defensively.
Sure. Victoria says Merkulov, Cale Makar's brother, and Lysell will be the line is going to be the best line on the Avs next season. Even if all three eventually turn out to be bums, Sweeney will look so bad if Poitras ends up in the same boat in the span of 2 weeks. He can play 4C in mid 6C wing too, so there's less of an excuse. Like Poitras, I think you can put up and down the line. I don't love him at 4C.
No, I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't do that, but and you have Minton at 3C. So it really, again, you put him in a spot where he's gonna have to be 1 or 2C. Like,
yeah, they're not gonna play him at center. First of all,
yeah,
I just don't think they will.
That's the other thing about Poitras is that you really want him on the boards trying to fucking win battles and play wing and all that stuff. I don't know if I love that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't love it, but that's probably where he'll end up. That's where probably Higgins is going to end up. Just because they, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I really don't.
They just think you can throw
for
guys.
whatever reason, they feel like you have to come into the league and not play center, even though you're a center, and not just learn on the job. You have to, learn an entirely different position, and then somehow playing somewhere else is going to help you become a center all of a sudden, which it's not. So I don't really understand that. I don't get why they do that. That'd be like all of a sudden they put Mason Lohrei at forward and he starts to play well, and they're like, well, he's a really good defenseman. No, asshole, you're playing him at fucking forward.
Right.
Like if Poitras plays really well, they say, oh, he can be a center. No, you're playing him at fucking wing.
Yeah.
That means he can play wing. Doesn't mean he can play center because you didn't fucking play him there.
No, that's what I'm saying about Higgins. Yeah.
It's like you got to play them where you want them to fucking play and see if they can do it.
Play him at center. Yeah. Mick Rack says, I can't believe they're going to go with Kuraly when camp breaks. He can't skate anymore. They will because he's a Sweens guy, but we don't want to see that. Yeah, I really thought they were going to dump Kuraly. Maybe they still send him through waivers. I don't know. I mean, who's going to fucking pick him up? Like, bury the contract? What is he making? Is he making a variable contract?
5, maybe?
What is the Barry contract? What is it? 175?
I don't know.
There's a contract contract maximum there.
I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it here.
I hate
that. I hate that. I want Huzendinov to be the 4C.
Yeah.
I want Poitras to play somewhere in the top 9.
Yeah. Yeah, and Higgins too.
Let's
go. Yeah. The big problem was Sweeney signing players like Patrick Brown. He couldn't play in the NHL, so they had to put him in Providence. Yeah, and then he played top line minutes in Providence at 33 years old.
Yeah.
Let's see. Didn't Dom say he was having surgery, meaning Lashmelis? Yes. I laughed when I saw that tweet. Nobody has said shit about Lashmelis. Yeah, I mean, again, it's almost like people are thinking that these guys are going to be these, great prospects, great player. Like they're going to make it until they don't, and then it's over. Like they really drag it out to the very bitter end. And Lashmelis is going to be a guy, again, that people are going to be like, well, you wait for Lashmelis. Trevor Kuntar was the same way. Remember Trevor Kuntar? People were like, oh, Kuntar's going to be the prototypical third liner grinder. Like, this is going to be great. And then didn't get a sniff, left, and then scored fucking, 25 goals in the AHL or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's just.
When somewhere else he succeeded.
Yeah.
At the AHL level, but still succeeded.
Yeah.
Because he got a chance. He got a little more ice time somewhere else.
Yes. Bodusky, Trent Whitfield, is named or will be named the head coach of the Providence Bruins.
Yeah. It's really exciting news.
Oh, it's dip your toes in.
News.
Bruins 1970. Dip your toes right in.
Yep.
I need y'all to start saying Elias Lindholm gets traded like every stream. I need the voodoo to start working. Okay?
All right.
Elias Lindholm's going to get long-term IR. I'm telling you. Long-term IR.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
hoping for.
That's it. Like,
I
let's
mean,
get that
look,
back
I don't
right.
want him to have a debilitating injury,
No, of
but I
course
want him to
not.
be on long-term IR. I do.
Like, get the back 100% or as close to 100
Yeah,
as you can.
yeah, that's what we want, Elias. We want you to be 100%. Like, be 100%.
Yeah.
I don't want you to play
There's no
hurt.
need.
Like, don't tough it out for me.
Yeah, we got plenty of guys.
Don't tough it out for me.
No.
Get 100. Get back to 100%, so we can see that Elias Lindholm that played with Johnny Gaudreau and Matthew Tkachuk. Like, get back to that guy. Get back healthy.
Yeah.
Take
Mick
a
Rack
couple
says,
years. Or
just a couple years. Yeah. Mick Rack says, per Google, McAfee averages 410 to 500,000 viewers, which is nothing. That's not a $60 million guy. Felger and Maz might get close to that for listeners. I did hear, though, that he gets it's like a billion social media views a month or something. Like, the
Really?
social media is through the roof. Like, 1 billion a month or something. Something outrageous. Now, I don't know. So there must be a advertising thing to that too.
Sure.
So it's probably the whole ball of wax there.
Yeah.
You are putting all your chips in one basket.
Sure are.
And here's what's going to happen. This always happens. It's going to be Pat McAfee fatigue. He's going to be on every fucking thing. He's going to be on this thing, that thing, this. It's going to be all the time.
So that is the problem, because you have to kind of diversify that thing. You have to have more than one show that's successful. You have to have, and look, he's great because he's a football guy and he talks about football and he talks about college football, and that's the most important sport right now is football. Yeah. But he will dabble in the other sports. He'll talk about the other sports. He'll have guys on from the other sports and celebrities and all this stuff. So he does talk about other things, but at heart, he's a football guy, and that's where ESPN's bread is buttered. That's where, that's where the money is. The money's with football. And so, I think they're throwing all their eggs in the football basket.
Yeah, they are. They are. Adrian says, Connor, is there any way to either get Maddie sound a little louder or Smitty a little quieter? I have it blasting. I don't know. That's like my microphone. Sometimes it goes through my laptop. Sometimes it goes through the microphone. I got to figure it out for this season. Sweeney's fucked up by not trading 2D men before he signed 2D men. Or how about just make the Borgen trade, and then if you don't, you get Clifton. How about that thing? Because Clifton, no one's banging his door down. Clifton was still there. Like, make that trade and say, okay, we're good now. And not sign Clifton and like a week later trade for Borgen. That's a little strange.
All of those things are true.
Hockey Talk, I'm with you guys. I'm skeptical with the Brunet Sweeney comments, but I welcome the unlikely change in philosophy. Why did they sign Connor Clifton, says Shaz Diet. McAvoy suspended 6 games. That was the whole reason. Got to bring him in.
Yeah.
Got to bring him in. You want to be shorthanded there. Let's see. Hagen's learned the system eating Fenway Franks with Alex Steves, says Hockey Talk. Yes, 9th floor.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Good candy selection and popcorn up there.
Oh, yeah. Beers are like, $28 a pop. It's good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mick Rack, I saw another interview with Clifton, and he mentioned his buddy McAvoy again. They signed Clifton because he's buddies with McAvoy in the Sweeney game suspension comment. Yeah. How are we going to replace you, Charlie, for those first 6 games? Get my buddy Clifton. Cliffy. He's available. Providence played the Bruins system last year. Why does no one know this? Okay. Providence plays the same system that Boston does. Why does no one know this? Okay. Now, Shaz Diet. So, is that true? Do they play that system? Is that like guaranteed? That they play that system. And if that's great, if they do, then is it being taught correctly down there or so forth, or is that why they scrapped the whole roster? Because no one could do it, or very few people can do it, and we're gonna need to get people who in there can do it. So that was my problem with the situation last year, is that you have a brand new system and you have the same guys there. So like a Peeke is having a hard time. So you have to get people who match the system. And right now, you got Borgen and Peterka. So everybody else is kind of the same.
Two guys who can skate.
Two guys who can skate. Yeah. So maybe that's what the deal is with them. But I don't know it, Chaz Diet, because I don't watch the Providence Bruins. Like I know.
I think he's telling us that they do. I think.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, that's what he's saying. Yeah, that they do. And that's great. Thanks for letting us know.
But I mean,
how does no one know it? Because I don't watch it.
Yeah, well, there's that part, but then there's also like, why does James Higgins go down there, play his games, come up, and then they say, well, he needs to learn the details and he needs to go to Providence to learn.
Right. Yeah. So why hasn't he learned it?
Why
in the 6 games he played?
He was there. Why does he not know the details? Is it because the coach is incompetent, or is it because the system's not being taught, the right way, or they're not playing the system correctly? Like there's some kind of disconnect between Providence and what they're telling guys down there in Boston and what they're expecting from guys when they come up from Providence, because it's not the same.
Yeah.
There's some kind of something missing there between one and the other, because the guys from Providence come up to Boston and do not succeed. So there's some kind of an issue, whether it's teaching, whether it's coaching, whether it's system, whatever it is, something's in the way.
I gotcha. She, Shaz Diet is a she.
Okay.
Great. That's awesome. We need more females watching the show.
We appreciate you
chiming in. Lynn was saying about the windsurf. Do you see the windsurfing post, PR post by the Bruins or something? There was a windsurfing PR post.
Was it the Bear Tracks thing with Tanner Janot and Fraser Minton?
Is that what it was? And Lynn was like, the Schwerjar would be runneth over with that thing. I don't know. All of a sudden, like, here's the thing about the Bruins. All of a sudden, the Bruins social media guy is a thing. Like, they were the most dormant, fucking boring, even the hashtag's boring. And all of a sudden, the guy goes on vacation and they're a social media fucking wizard all of a sudden. Weird.
Somebody else might be in charge of it. Who's better at it. Or they might have, usually they do more like human interest stuff during the summertime. Like they've done the Bear Tracks thing before, where they follow a couple people back home and, watch them train in the off season and see what they do for fun and shit like that. So that's not really out of the ordinary for them, but it does seem like they're posting more than they usually do.
Yeah, they seem to be. And again, I don't know if this is part of your deflection reason. Like you're the, let's get everybody deflected on what's actually happening. Let's bring their attention somewhere else.
Yeah, human interest stories are much more fun
than the PR
than a shitty hockey team.
Yeah,
it is. It's much.
I think you might be onto something.
Much more fun to watch Fraser Minton fucking water ski or jump a shark like Fonz than talk about a shitty hockey team with 12.
You might be onto something there. You might be. All right, Connor's Corner got a ton of stuff.
A absolute ton of stuff, but I do want to clarify the Pat McAfee $60 million. Allegedly, from what I could gather on the internet here, they pay him that $60 million to deliver the show. So he pays for all the production, he pays all the co-hosts, he pays all the guests. All of that is on him. They pay him $60 million to produce the show for the year, for the season, whatever you would call it.
Right.
Okay.
So he's probably got his overheads probably, $10 million or something like that, or whatever, $15 million, and then.
So they pay him for the show essentially. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Great. Right. Good for him.
Okay. Yeah. So good. I mean, we could take $2 million a year to produce the show. Yeah. 5, 6, 7 days a week.
Can we can't go to Nessing because they'll fucking kill us. But how about Sports Hub? Can we go out like at night? Let's do like fucking Sports Hub post games.
Sure.
Let's do that.
And speaking of ESPN, I was watching part of the ESPYs and some of the clips, and the Carolina Hurricanes sent Taylor Hall, Eric Robinson, and Shane Gostisbehere as their representatives after winning the cup. And the first thing that I thought was, holy cow, not a single legitimate star.
Right. None of the stars
on the team. Your thoughts?
Well, number one, does Carolina have stars?
I know Aho, Sveshnikov.
Like I would say after his postseason and where he was picked, like you could consider Taylor Hall one of the stars of that team. I would say.
Yeah, he's a former number one pick.
Like fine, he's fine, and the other guys also ran. So yeah, I mean,
it is a little strange, I guess. Yeah,
award shows are fucking stupid though. So if I'm any of those people, and I just won the cup, I'm probably doing something else with my time. I'm not going. I'm not going to the fucking ESPYs.
No, I'm not either. It's I don't watch any award shows or any of that.
An ESPY and wanted me to be on the Pat McAvoy show or whatever, I would fucking plug the hell out of the ESPYs though.
Yeah,
I'll show up every fucking year with the fucking clothes on with a fancy suit.
ESPN whore.
Yeah. I would absolutely whore myself for ESPN.
Sure. Speaking of whoring yourself for money, Tom Brady has been out there recently with his spat with Logan Paul at the World Cup game and allegedly going to sign some type of contract with the WWE to have some bout with Logan Paul and go on that route. And a lot of the Patriots faithful have been kind of calling him out and saying, you're selling out. Like, this is weird. It's cringy. Like, you've won 7 Super Bowls. Why do you need to do this? And I don't know, as a Tom Brady fan, personally, I don't really give a fuck. Like, now he's having a good time with his life, like whatever.
I think he is cringy in his personal life, just generally speaking. I think he's a kind of a like
the kissing your son on the mouth was a little weird.
Yeah, so like stuff like that. Like he's just kind of cringy overall, I think, as a human being. I think great football player, obviously, great football player. And I saw somebody talk about this, and they were talking about Peyton Manning, and that guy was saying that Manning was better than Brady because in Manning's personal life, he's handled it better and been kind of had a better run after retirement, which I agree with, except for being better than Brady. You want to say Peyton Manning is a better person? I will 100% agree with you. I think I would rather have a beer with Peyton Manning. I would rather hang out with Peyton Manning. I think he's funnier. He's down to earth.
I'm in agreement. Yeah.
Peyton Manning is a better dude. I think that all seems to be true to me.
Right.
Football player, Tom Brady, every single day of the week.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
I can separate the two. Like Tom Brady, football player, great. Tom Brady as a person, meh.
It's fine.
As a player, whatever. Very good. Peyton Manning as a person, great. It's easy. You just separate them.
Yeah. I think it's the problem when you have someone like Brady or Jordan or these guys, they are so maniacal and so out of their minds about competition that once it's over, they need something to hold on to. And not only that, they don't have the same passion for it as they have for the sport. So that's why they bounce around to all these things. They can't find something else that satisfies that passion the way that their sport did. So that's one of the problems with Brady is he just can't sit still and say, okay, Brady should just have a podcast and have everybody on it and make whatever money doing it. And that's it. That's it. But he has to be the guy because it's just in his nature. He's just so driven to be the guy.
Yeah.
And right now, this WWE thing is so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. You think to yourself, why are you doing this? You have all the money in the world. Why are you doing this? But he had the TB12 thing. That kind of fizzled out. Then he has a podcast thing with Jim Gray. That kind of fizzles out. Then he's on to this thing. Then he's on to that thing. And he's doing all this stuff. And, he's eating avocado ice cream and doing all this other crap. And it's just because he just can't find the same, satisfy that itch that football does for him. And he can't play it anymore. So it's just... Yeah. It's kind of a sickness. It's kind of an illness. And someone made a good point yesterday. I was on the listening to radio, and they were like, "Have you seen any picture of him with his kids lately? He was with his son from Monahan there with the Jake Paul thing, But look, the other, like he used to have pictures with his kids all the time and all this other stuff. You don't see much of that anymore. It's just kind of, he's just wacky. He's getting wackier. So I just hope he doesn't do anything stupid.
Well, speaking of wacky, let's go for one wacky topic here. I'll preface this with, do you think there is a right or a wrong way to eat a cupcake?
No. There's not.
I'll say this: a lot of frosting. It's a little hard to kind of get your mouth all wrapped around it there. So I know some people who ass end the thing and then get to the top and do the top later, like a muffin. Like they might do the ass end of the muffin first, then the top. I just think it's real messy if there's a lot of frosting on it.
Well, I saw Anne Hathaway fucking take the top off, turn it over, and make it into a fucking sandwich.
Now I've seen that.
This is what I'm getting to.
I've seen that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I started doing that this week, and it's blown my mind. It's phenomenal. No more too much frosting for me.
It's great. It's great, but there's no. That doesn't mean it's the right way to do it. Like eat a cupcake however you fucking want to eat a cup. I don't give a shit how you eat a cupcake.
No.
Like jam the whole thing in your mouth in one bite. Frosting up your nose. I don't care. Doesn't affect me at all.
Just don't finger fuck it before eating, so Zach.
Finger fuck it if you want. I don't care.
Yeah.
Put your dick in it before you eat it. I mean,
I don't care.
It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, I don't care.
My fucking cupcake. Do what you do with it. I really don't.
I don't.
No pee-pee in Smitty's cupcake.
No, please.
Pee-pee-less. One serious topic before the final question to you guys. Bruins 1970. I appreciate you immensely. Last show, you reached out about a Fraser Minton card and sent a whole lot more than that. I know we've communicated via email, but I'm definitely going to send you some Bruins Benders shirts, even if you don't want me to.
Nice.
So
Excellent.
I appreciate you immensely for that. And last but not least for you guys, during the show, you talked about Sweeney being promoted kind of like Stevie Yzerman. And then you also mentioned how Cam Neely is the new Harry Sinden. So my question to you is, if Cam Neely's here to stay, where else is there for Don Sweeney to go? But
I think Sweeney becomes the assistant to fucking Cam Neely. They'll make some shit up.
Or
I don't know.
Or it could be like the assistant to fucking Charlie Jacobs.
Yeah.
He'll be fucking Charlie Jacobs. Fucking
he'll be the assistant to Charlie. There you go. I think that's right on. But I really don't think they'll fire him. I think it'll be a reassignment. I think this is the beginning steps. I really do. And Lynn, to answer your question, we have done some at Lops Brewing in Woonsocket, some watch parties. It's gone really well. One of our problems is everybody's so spread out.
Yes.
Who watch us that it's hard to pinpoint. But we'd love to come up to the Methuen area or whatever the hell.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you have any connections there or anything, we'd love to do something up there or in Massachusetts somewhere now that I'm back in Mass. We're only 20 minutes apart.
This thing.
Oh, fuck yeah. Absolutely.
Get some fucking beef up there? Sure.
Yeah. We'd love to do a watch party for anybody in the Mass, in New England area.
Yeah.
We'd love to do a watch party this season. Let's spitball.
We probably will be back down at Lops again sometime this year.
Yeah. That's in Woonsocket. Yeah. All right. Is that it, Connor?
Yeah, I think that's it.
That's it. Okay.
He's off the screen now.
Beauty. Do you have a beauty this week?
No
beauty, but a bender.
Do we have a bender?
We have a bender.
Oh, did I write it down?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, bender. Bender this week is ESPN.
Bender.
Yeah. They fired everybody. And kept Pat McAfee, but they should hire us. After I just shit on the ESPYs for a couple minutes, but they should hire us because we would do it for a fraction of the cost of what they're paying Mr. McAfee.
Yeah, I mean, ESPN is not the the worldwide leader in whatever the fuck it was
worldwide leader
anymore. Yeah, sports information, whatever the fuck they used to call themselves. It's all bullshit. A lot of political, a lot of Just a lot of bullshit.
It's talking heads now.
It's talking heads. It's sports radio.
They
It's
very
sports
rarely do sports highlights and information.
Yeah, they don't.
All opinion based. It's all talking heads. It's all personalities.
Right.
And they just fired a lot of those guys, which I don't really understand. But like I didn't watch a lot of them, so I guess it's fine by me. But
yeah.
You know, I don't know. I feel like they're kind of getting away from what made them what they were.
Yeah, it's absolutely. And some will argue that, this is kind of the way it is now, social media and all that. You have to change and adapt. And I get it. But I just grew up with a different kind of ESPN, which I watched it all the time.
Yeah.
And I watch part of the interruption because I still think that's a really good, informative show. They have good debate, good talk, compete points. And it's kind of fast paced, but I don't watch much of anything else on ESPN. I don't. It doesn't interest me. You know, all these weird takes. They don't even watch games, and they'll just make up these takes that don't even make sense, that aren't even true. You know, so I'm out on that type of stuff.
I'm with you.
No on a bender this week. I couldn't piece it together.
That's fine.
You know? Couldn't get it together.
Okay, I mean,
Lynn, I'll tell you this about the watch party. I'll gladly do a meet and greet somewhere. Just go out and just have some beers or whatever, and just watch hockey or whatever the fuck. I don't care.
We'll 100% do that.
Yeah, we'd meet and greet people. We'll put up a time and place. We'll be somewhere and come talk with us.
You can find us if you're trying a little bit. You can find us at the 99 in Waltham from time to time.
Yeah. Or Jake and Joe's in Waltham.
You can,
sure.
If you get out there and try a little bit, you can find us. What?
Yeah.
Let me interject a little bit.
Okay.
How about, because you guys know that I'm supposed to be coming out there for a specific game.
Yes.
This season.
Yeah.
So once everything gets finalized there, maybe we plan to get together that week that I'll be there for all the Benders fam to come out and play.
We should absolutely do that. And it will probably have to be on a non-Bruins game night. So we would be watching some other kind of event.
Right.
Sporting event, hockey, whatever. Basketball. So yes, but we will do that when Connor is in town. Connor is coming east in early December, late November, I think. So we will plan something right around that time. So put that into your calendars, early December, late November, and we'll figure out something.
Someone asked about the road trip. That looks like, Nashville's on a perfect time. It's like a Saturday at 5 p.m. game.
Yeah.
That could be it. I don't know what Connor and ITR is thinking about, but I think that's definitely on the radar of Nashville, March 20.
Yeah, that's on the radar. And I think Vegas is January sometime.
January 22nd. That's a Friday night.
So that is also a possibility. So those are the possibilities for the road trip. Would be Vegas in late January and or Nashville mid to late March. So
Shaz, we'd love it. We'd do a watch party in Boston big time. Yeah. Bang at one of the breweries or somewhere. Or some down in, I don't know, North End, Faneuil Hall. I don't care. South Boston, East Boston. I don't give a shit. Somewhere in there. That's we'd love to do a watch party in the city.
Yes.
It'd be fantastic. Yeah. Problem with watch parties is that we have to pod after the game.
Yes.
So we'll have to have some space to pod. But yeah, anything like that, we'd love to. Absolutely. And Victoria wants us to go to the Masters. I'd go to the Masters.
I tried to go to the Masters and I was denied.
Oh, denied.
Yeah. Okay. I've submitted an application for tickets for the last couple of years, and it's almost impossible. It's lottery related, and I just found out last week or earlier this week that I did not get it once again.
Yeah, I mean Nashville is, that's kind of kind of where I'd like to go. I think this year. I love Nashville.
I think we should do both, honestly.
Yeah, do them both. What the hell? What the hell? We don't have the Pat McAfee money, but
no. Maybe ITR has a Pat McAfee.
Here's I've just been informed that Pat McAfee is paid by ESPN to produce the show. Maybe ITR should pay us to produce this show.
Yeah.
A lump sum. Maybe we can negotiate.
Yeah, maybe we should.
2 figures, 3 figures, 4 figures, something. Right?
2 figures.
2 figures.
Tiny fucking Susan B. Anthony.
In 50 years, it's going to be worth like 2% more.
Yeah. Maybe a silver dollar.
Lock it up.
Yeah.
Lock it up.
Fuck yeah.
It would help. Go to the merch shop, for fuck's sake. Get something at the Get some at the Benders merch shop. That would be a good first step.
Yeah. You should absolutely do that. And the more merch you buy, the more chance we have of coming to a
right
or a place near you.
Yeah. Shaz says Cathedral Station. Check it out. Back patio.
Oh, back patio sounds good.
Yeah, back patios are good.
Two back patio though, because we did do a podcast on an episode of our old podcast at one of our friends' houses, and it was
oh my god
at night.
Remember the crickets? Oh my god,
you could hear the crickets.
The crickets. It was so funny.
It was yeah. We had
oh god. You gotta check out the old pod. Some of those are some classic episodes.
Yeah.
We had Felger on then.
We did
have Felger on, and he stole our
bit.
He stole our 5 questions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, folks. Hey, great night. Thanks for the time change. Thanks for being flexible. We get back at it next week. Same, Wednesday night, 9:00. Get back at that thing.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see everybody then. We appreciate you guys. And as always, go Bruins.
Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.